Hey folks, my name's Felix Weber. I'm in 4th year GBDA currently, just finishing up my last year. Your peer leaders have asked me to go over some of the certificates that I've done while I've been in GBDA because I've done quite a few. There's 3 that are through the university that I would probably recommend the most. Those are the EDGE certificate, the GEC, and Student Success Office Leadership Program. So I'll start off with the EDGE program. The EDGE program, really great and really easy to do when you're in GBDA. As you know, we don't have co-op. So we're considered a regular program. Essentially, the EDGE certificate is for regular programs to give you more out of your internship, and then also to give you 2 experiences that you can also articulate well on your resume and in interviews. The reason it's really easy for GBDA students is because our program is essentially built around it. So you have the 2 summers before your internship that you can do work experiences. You have your internship as your 3rd. You have to do PD1, the professional development course, before your internship anyways. And there's a skills articulation course that they usually have in your 2nd year courses. So you check that off right away for the criteria. The only real additional thing you have to do at the end is a capstone workshop, which I just did last week. It's really great, especially for preparing for graduation, to really articulate your skills, your values, and figure out what your direction and your passion is. So I would definitely recommend looking at the EDGE certificate. The second one I would recommend is for study abroad. If you are planning on doing study abroad, which I recommend as well because it's a great time, is the GEC, which stands for Global Experience Certificate. It's again not a lot of requirements. It's really built into GBDA as a program. The first thing you do is a international experience here in Canada or while you're studying. Essentially, you can be a conversation partner to an international student here, and you can really develop your global thinking skills and communication skills. And then when you go abroad, obviously you have a great time and study abroad, and then when you come back, you write a little sort of journal or assignment basically to help you prepare how you're going to articulate the things that you did on study abroad to an employer if they ask in the future. The third one that I would recommend is the Student Success Office Leadership Program, or SSOLP is what I call it. Essentially, it's a 12 workshop program. At the end, you get a certificate, and it's really centered around leadership, which is so important nowadays in the workforce, and really making sure that you're providing value to future employers. So there's 12 workshops. Each of them are 2 hours long, which may seem daunting. But you can spread it out over your 4 years. You don't have to do it in your 1st year. There's a few that I would really recommend. The first one being the Personality Dimensions workshop. It's really great at honing into what are your skills, your values that you can really articulate well to future employers, to say how you're a leader and back that up by the words and terminology that really help say that to the employer. It's a really great program. Might seem long, but you don't have to do all 12. You can also just do 1 or 2 workshops. If you just do that, you can't get the certificate at the end, but they're still really useful to do. If you do that, I would recommend the Personality Dimensions workshop or the Cultural or Global Thinking workshop. I can't remember the name. So those are the 3 certificates that I would recommend right off the top. The reason the peer leaders probably asked me to do this is because in your 1st year, it's the best time to plan out that stuff. You've got 3 more years ahead of you, so you have lots of time to figure out when you want to do the programs, when you want to do the certificates. So take advantage of the fact that you have the most time. Hopefully this helps. And one piece of advice that I would say is to have fun. Make sure that you're learning things and going into the areas that you really enjoy. That's the best part of GBDA, is that we do cover such a diverse spectrum of skills and things that we do. So really make sure that you're having fun, plan out your year, talk to an academic advisor to make sure you're on track to graduate, and do everything you can while you have the resources of the university.